Hi everyone, I'm here at Epcot and I'm going to explain to you how I use Lightning Lane Multipass today. I'm going to be walking while I talk because I have a Lightning Lane to get to. But first, I want to give you some information on Lightning Lane Multipass and Lightning Lane Single Pass. Lightning Lane Multipass and Lightning Lane Single Pass are Disney's newest pay-to-skip-the-line services. They recently replaced Genie Plus and are kind of like almost a combination of Genie Plus and the old Fast Pass system. With this new system, you can make 3 Lightning Lanes for each day of your trip, 7 days before your trip if you're a resort guest, or 3 days before your trip if you're a non-resort guest, and that means for your entire trip. Once you tap into your first ride, you can make another, so you can hold 3 at a time for the entire day. Like the old Fast Pass system, some of the parks have a tiered system. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios have a tiered system where you can get 1 Tier 1 when you originally book and 2 Tier 2s. The Animal Kingdom currently does not have tiers. Once you use your first Lightning Lane, no matter what tier it's from, you can book at any tier after that. That is for Lightning Lane Multipass. For Lightning Lane Single Pass, you can also book it 7 days in advance for resort guests or 3 days in advance for non-resort guests. This is essentially the old individual Lightning Lane system where you can book one of the more popular rides in the park individually. For Magic Kingdom, your options are Tron Light Cycle Run and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Epcot is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Hollywood Studios is Rise of the Resistance. And the Animal Kingdom is Flight of Passage. Now, like the old Genie Plus individual Lightning Lane system, the pricing does vary based on how busy it is that day. Alright, that's enough of a breakdown. Now on to my day today. I started my day kind of late today and I'm only going to be in Epcot for a couple of hours today. So I'm doing it a little bit different than I would have normally. Epcot's Tier 1 attractions are Frozen Ever After, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Soarin, and Test Track, which is currently under refurbishment. Now, if you were just coming to Epcot, I would recommend booking Remy's Ratatouille Adventure first, or Frozen if Frozen's really important to you. Soarin typically has more availability. Today was the first day of my vacation, and it was my first chance to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So, that was my first Tier 1 Lightning Lane over in Magic Kingdom. As soon as I tapped into my first ride this morning, though, I did book Frozen Ever After, so that's where I'm headed now. If you're wanting to ride Mission Space Orange, which is the more intense version of Mission Space, I would recommend booking that as one of your first Tier 2 attractions that you book, because it seems to be booking out pretty far. Mission Space Green, the tamer side that doesn't cause as much nausea, does not line up quite like Mission Space Orange does, so you might not would need the Lightning Lane for it. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is not available for the rest of the day, but I am super excited about Frozen because of the great air conditioning. It is August. It is a slow-moving boat ride through the story of Frozen. There are some drops, but it's a really fun attraction. I love it. As soon as you tap into the touch point, you want to go ahead and make your next Lightning Lane. Okay, I guess I am going to give Mission Space a try. But that is proof that sometimes Lightning Lanes show that they're not going to be available anymore, or that they're a really late time, and then something new pops up when somebody cancels. So you do have to keep checking that board to make sure. Frozen Ever After was so cute and it was nice and relaxing. Really enjoyed it, and then I stopped by and met Anna and Elsa because the wait was only 20 minutes. I didn't record that because I made a recording instead for my nieces who love Frozen. Now I'm headed to the next Lightning Lane I got while I was in line, which was Mission Space. It came back available. I think I'm going to do green side though, just because I don't want to ruin the rest of my day. Not that it would ruin the rest of my day necessarily. It's just I don't remember if it makes me sick, and I just don't want to be sick the whole rest of the day. And I know the last time that I rode Mission Space was in 2016, and I don't remember if it made me sick or not, but I do have motion sickness, so just to be on the safe side. When the construction's done on Test Track, I'm sure it will be another pretty hard to get Tier 1 attraction up there with Frozen and Remy. Maybe even higher since it'll be brand new. But hopefully it will have the single rider lane still. And that single rider lane was one of the best ones in all of Walt Disney World. Now, like I mentioned, Mission Space has two different sides, Mission Space Orange and Mission Space Green. Mission Space Orange, you journey to Mars. It is a centrifuge, it simulates G-forces, it is very intense. Mission Space Green is slightly less intense. You just kind of go into space. I think you might go to the moon. I'm not sure, I'll let you know after I ride. But it does not make me sick. I don't remember ever getting sick on Mission Space Orange, but I just don't want to risk it. Because the older I get, the more motion sickness I tend to have. There is also a really cool restaurant and lounge area over here at Mission Space called Space 220. It has a really awesome environment. You take an elevator up into space. Definitely made the right choice on Mission Space because it did make me a little bit nauseated anyways. So I'm glad I went green side. I also stopped. They have a little booth where you can send a postcard from outer space, and I sent Brandon a postcard. And I booked my next Lightning Lane, which is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So far today, for the Lightning Lane multi-passes here at Epcot, Frozen was a good one to get, but all of the other ones that I've gotten, the lines have only been about 5 to 10 minutes anyways. So you may not have to buy it for your Epcot day. You might want to just buy the individual one for Guardians of the Galaxy. But if you're here on a busier day, it definitely is good to have. Definitely have gotten my money's worth today out of Genie Plus, especially with going to Magic Kingdom first. So what you do when you park hop is you pay for the first park that you're going to. So this morning, or not this morning, but a week ago when I booked this, I paid for the Magic Kingdom for the Lightning Lanes. Once you tap into your first Lightning Lane at Magic Kingdom, then you can start making them more at Magic or at any other park if you have a ticket that has park hopping on it. So that's what I did when I got my Frozen Lightning Lane, was I was still in Magic Kingdom. And it's really great that you can see all that ahead of time. Now I'm going to be talking about the Lightning Lane Single Pass. I am not going to be riding Cosmic Rewind today. I wish I was, but I'm not. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is the newest ride here at Epcot. It is a really awesome roller coaster attraction that you can only ride two ways. You can either get the virtual queue for it at 7 a.m. or at 1 o'clock, but you have to be in Epcot at 1 to get the virtual queue or to purchase the individual Lightning Lane. The price for the ride varies based on the crowds. One huge advantage now to Lightning Lane Single Pass is that you can modify your times for the ride. When it was individual Lightning Lane, you booked your ride and that's all you could do. You could not change the time later in the day. With this new system, if there's availability, you can change your time to that availability, and that gives you just some added flexibility on your vacation. Now it's time to head over to the Land Pavilion. I have a Lightning Lane multi-pass for Soarin'. I also have the Seas with Nemo and Friends and Spaceship Earth. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hit up Soarin'. Maybe I can make Living with the Land right after, and then head on over to Nemo. I'm excited for all these air-conditioned attractions right now. Soaring Around the World is a motion simulator attraction where you soar around the world. This ride can sometimes have very long wait times, sometimes not as longer wait times. But it is one of the Tier 1 multi-pass rides right now. For the most unobstructed view on Soarin, you want to request row B1. That way you don't have other people's feet in the screen. Alright, so I just got off of Soarin. It was so much fun. Now I'm about to ride Living with the Land. I got a lightning lane for it right when I got off of Soarin, and it starts now. Nemo was down, so I got a redemption pass. The redemption passes are a little bit different in that you can go and ride another ride, so you're not losing your lightning lane. But it's a ride that's kind of an equal value. Like Nemo going down, I can't go ride Remy, but I could ride Figment. But Nemo is back up, so I'm going to just use that one on Nemo, and I did get a lightning lane for Figment as well. I am going to go ride Nemo, and then I will probably cancel my Figment and Spaceship Earth lightning lanes for the day, just because I was trying to leave around 6, get to the hotel, get settled in. Overall, for 3 hours in Epcot, I think I did pretty good doing Frozen Ever After, meeting Elsa and Anna. Then I had lightning lanes for Mission Space, Soarin', Living with the Land, Nemo, and I also had them for Spaceship Earth and Figment, even if I don't end up using them. But it was very easy to use the new Lightning Lane multipass system here in Epcot. Really, the only 2 rides that I had to do a ton of refreshing just to try to get were Remy and Frozen. I never did get Remy, but otherwise, the rest of them were pretty easy to get today. So I'm sure there are days that are busier that it might be harder. There are no festivals right now in Epcot. So I think that the crowds might be a little bit lower because of that. But yeah, it has been so much fun. Alright, I did cancel those 2 lightning lanes, that way somebody else could use them. So when you go to cancel a lightning lane, what you do is you click on like the 3 little dots beside the lightning lane, and it'll pop up modify plan. If you click on that, scroll down and you see a spot to cancel it. So that's how you can cancel them. I forgot to say bye at the end of the video. Today was great, and Lightning Lane Multipass I thought worked wonderfully, and I definitely got my money's worth. I started in Magic Kingdom. I didn't show that in this video, but I did ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Space Mountain, Aladdin Magic Carpets. That was mainly just because it was available right away so that I could go ahead and book park hopping in Epcot. And then all the rides that I did in Epcot. So overall, I really got my money's worth on my, I was going to say Genie Plus, but on my Lightning Lane Multipass. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you watch other videos to see how I use Multipass in other parks. And until then, have a magical day.